My name is Michael Gwynn. I am a permanent supportive housing coach, and I work for TRAC City Square. I have a caseload of youth who we help get housing, and we help pay for their housing until they're able to pay a percentage of it. I'm originally from East Texas, Jacksonville. Growing up in the country was a lot different than growing up in the city. After a little while, I stayed with my grandmother because of some issues at home. It put me on the path to wanting to finish high school, but I didn't have a way out until I discovered pole vaulting. So I pole vaulted, and that was a way to get a scholarship, and that led me to college. And of course, going to college, I saw that things are a lot different than just staying in a small town, and I liked it, and I wanted more of that. Bachelor's, master's, next thing you know, I'm working for Child Protective Services. I just wanted to make sure that no one had to struggle as hard as I did, that there's an easier way. DeShawn, oh man. When I met DeShawn, I don't think that he's had much light in his life.
So my name is DeShawn Palmer. I am 23 years old. I'm on track. I'm gonna say it like that. For me, growing up was rough. I don't know my mom and I don't know my dad. Grandma came from New York. You know, she helped me out for a little while. I was disobedient, getting in trouble in school a lot. If it wasn't my way, it was the highway, and that was just my mindset back then. In and out of jail. From jail, I moved to a placement in Houston, and then from CPS into the foster care program.
He was very passionate, very aggressive, and at the same time, super friendly and relatable, because as we talked, we found out that we both love lyrics and music.
So the first day Mike came out to meet me, it was the excitement, I can say that, because knowing that I'm actually finna get my own apartment.
Housing is a vital part of helping the youths get and stay on their feet, and to give them that sense of home. After they're stable, we make sure we try to provide them with some job skills, and a lot of time that includes, helping them get their ID, driver's ed, or whatever else other needs.
They basically kept me on track and guided me in the right direction. When I was down, provided me with bus passes to get to work, provided me with food, helped me out with getting jobs, basically opened my eye up to wanting to know what reality's like, and not as a kid anymore,
By having someone who actually he felt cared about what he had to say and didn't judge him for that. I'm gonna be your caseworker, I'm not going anywhere. That was definitely a light for him. We both kind of met each other at a point in time that he didn't know until I told him when I came to TRAC, I was pretty much in the same boat as you. I, just like my youth, was sleeping out of my car with my dog. I just went through a divorce. I was on Facebook. I saw an ad on someone's page. I immediately sent an email. I got a call the next day or the day after that from Jackie in housing at TRAC. And I didn't tell them that until months later, that, this literally saved my life. It literally catapulted my life. How about that?
Without them repeatedly telling me what I should do and don't do this and don't do that, I feel like I would be in jail right now,
I think he'll be able to do it because it's tough love with me. I don't pull any punches with DeShawn. I'll call him up and say, hey, we just keep working that we can rebuild. And that's what we've been doing together. And that's kind of what City Square does with individuals. I know what I want to do with my art of poetry and spoken word. He knows what he wants to do with his art of music and hip hop. So I know one day I want to go back to school and get my doctorate.
Rapping doesn't go the way I wanted to. Meteorology, that was always a dream too. Storm chasing tornadoes, hurricanes and all that.
For me, it's gonna be, success, because that's what it's all about here at City Square, especially at TRAC. It's about, individual successes for our youth to be able to turn their lives around to the point where they don't need their hands held. That we want them to feel as normal as possible, as independent as possible. So it's gonna be wonderful to see DeShawn have that same success.